Good morning everybody, hello, how are you doing today? I'm Joanna and welcome to Friday's morning instant body booster. How are you today? Come on in, make yourself at home. This is number 34 of my instant body boosters. Wow. I started doing these live every Monday through to Friday just to help us start our day a little bit brighter. Simple posture mobility exercises, and you guys have just been absolutely wonderful. I've loved it. This is number 34. So hello, it's Friday. And this is for you guys, okay? It's my first rose in our garden. I just thought I would like to share it with you. It smells absolutely delicious. So here we go, thank you. Happy VE Day, bank holiday. So thank you so much for those of you getting up. As you come in, I've got Sarah, we've got Joe Bright, hello, we've got Sue, we've got Natasha, good morning, good morning. So what we wanted to ask you was, in the UK, as we were probably aware, Boris is going to make an announcement on Sunday about what sort of de-lockdown may look like. So I just want to say thank you so much for all your support, but I've got a couple of questions to ask you because loads of you have said how much you've enjoyed Instant Body Booster, and it's been deeply joyful for me to teach it, so thank you so much. But we're just really interested about, would you like to continue? What is it going to look like? Everything is a little bit unknown right now, but the feedback has been so positive about how you're feeling in terms of your physicality and your well-being, and that's what really is so important. So there's a little poll that's coming up. I'd just be really interested to know, actually, would you like me to continue in some shape or form? And I know that life is kind of maybe getting back to normal, we're not too sure. God willing, everything is safe and happy. So what may that look like? So there's a little poll there. Do you want it to be a little bit earlier? Do you want me to continue? Actually, you're happy for us to stop, whatever. So it'd just be really interesting in your feedback. So if you could just ping some answers to that poll, that would be really, really helpful. I'd appreciate that. And also, how many sessions have you done? Because I think there's quite a few of you who have done pretty much all 34 with me. So let me know what number session this is for you. If you're new today, welcome, you're very, very welcome. We are going to be continuing in some shape or form. So it's all about starting the day a bit brighter and coming together. And that's just been so nice. It feels like there's a real little community coming here together. So we've got Joanna, good morning, got Anna, got Elizabeth, good morning, June, good morning, Paul, all to the Stolper family. There's quite a crowd of you. We've got Laura, we've got Paul, we've got Charlene in Bath, 93, I got your age wrong yesterday. I'm so sorry, Charlene. Absolutely amazing effort. Angelique, good morning. So as you come in, make yourself at home. And also I want to say today, morning Chris, is the last one of, I've had a little special focus this week because lots of you said, how could we say thank you? And I chose the DePaul UK charity as my charity of choice. And they are a charity who specialise on providing support and help for vulnerable young people, specifically between the ages of 16 to 24. And that age group is quite difficult, tend to slip through the net a little bit. So they provide primarily 4 pillars of support. It's a nationwide charity. I've actually worked closely with them through the big sleep out that happened in the autumn, and they do amazing, amazing work. And I've had correspondence from them saying they are so grateful for all your support of the donation so far. So if you feel that you would like to make a small contribution to say thank you or just to support them, they would actually be the charity of my choice. So if that is possible, that is a link up on the top of my Facebook page, Joanna Hall WalkActive, and today is the last time if you would like to make a small donation. So thank you so much to all of you who have actually donated so far. It's really, really, really appreciated, and it directly makes such a huge difference. So, gorgeous people, I think you might see little polls come up, so if you're able to answer those questions, that would be great. Just let us know. What else I was going to say? Oh yes, today, special request for several of you, in fact, quite a few of you, have been saying about core. So today I have a special wake up core session that I have devised for you. Very simple because it's early in the morning, you don't want to go too hardcore. And also I'm really aware that actually many people can be conscious of getting neck pain when you do traditional abdominal workouts. So I'm very keen on actually doing standing abdominal working and also actually making the core work in sort of a functional way. So this is what we've got planned today. We're going to start on the floor, and all you will probably need is a little blanket or a towel or sort of like a fleece. And again, you can just roll it up because you might just want to put it under the small of your bottom just to help lift you up to get your alignment correct. Okay, so lovely people, I think that's all I've got to say today other than big love. Okay, so let's crack on. Last slurp of coffee. What's your tipple today? Okay, so let's start this way. So I'm going to be on the floor, and I'm actually going to be seated with my feet flat on the floor. Now this would be my position, start position of choice, and you can just have your towel slightly underneath your tailbone. So you're kind of being challenged to sit up already, okay? If this feels uncomfortable and you feel more comfortable to actually be cross-legged, that's absolutely fine. But I'd actually prefer you to be like this if you possibly can. So from here, let's just take a nice deep breath in, stretch up nice and tall, and think about the distance between the ribs and the hips. So we're not sinking into this area, we're actually lifting up. And this means we need to have symmetry in the spine at the back, but also in the abdominals at the front. So take that nice deep breath in, stretch up tall, and as you breathe out, the hands are just going to come underneath your thighs, okay? So let the chin just come a little bit to your chest, and then just come up. Still thinking about that distance between here and here. So you've got that leg from your spine. One more time. Just loosen off the neck. And then from here, now tilt back a little bit, okay? So you're going to scoop back in that lower spine area. So you just get that little area working. So just a little bit of a scoop. Chin comes down, so a bit of mobility in the spine, but just activate this core area. And then you're going to rise up to this lovely tall area. So come back to this feeling of distance between the ribs and the hips. So with WalkActive, I call it my global greeting. Let's do that again. So tilt the tailbone under, chin comes down to the chest, easing back. Okay, so just start to feel there's a little bit of activation here, nothing too kind of like wow, just hello, how are we doing? And then ease up. So feel that the core is working all the way through this movement as opposed to just supporting you as you come back. So the chin comes back, scoop the tailbone under, almost visualize two lights here right on your pubic bone and they're shining off on a diagonal, so you get that really nice tilt. Drawing in and then breathe out. Come back. Let's just do one more of those. So come back to that height and then tilt back under, scooping, 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 just wake. So almost like an ice cream scoop. I quite like that analogy. You're scooping it out here and then extend up. Good job. Now from here, just take one hand and keeping that back nice and straight, you're just going to rotate round a little bit to the side. So we've got a little bit of back mobility here, but also, again, this area, because you're lifting up, is still engaged. Good. And then come back to the other side. So you just gently rotate your torso. And remember that we lead with the torso and the head follows, so there's no strain on the neck. Let's do one more each side. So lift up, spin with the torso, the head follows, just a little bit of a reach, where it feels comfortable for you today. And the last one here. Good. Okay, now we're going to progress that. So with your hand, what I want you to do is actually tilt under here with the tailbone, scoop in here, and you're just going to take that hand back along the mat, still making this area work, reach to the end, whatever feels comfortable for you, keeping that tuck under, and then you're going to come back to that nice tall position and do the same on the other side. So as we scoop back, we're controlling it through those abdominals, reach to whatever feels comfortable for you, make sure you've got that tailbone tucked under, and then you uncurl and unfold, coming back to that position. Do one more each side, okay? So you take the hands back, come to a position that just feels comfortable for you, so you feel that area starts to engage, nice and smooth, lifting up, and one more. Good, keep breathing for me. That's great. And lift there. Okay, so from here, just the last one, put your hand on the other knee, lift this hand up nice and tall, and just do a little bit more of a rotation, so you get that nice opening of your chest. Think about the width from this elbow to that elbow, so you're broad with your body in that sense, and that will help the breath come into your body, but also, again, make sure that you're using the right muscles in the right way. Good, come back the other side, so stretch up nice and tall, that hand comes tall, and then you just spin it back in this way. So working on that lift all the way through, lengthening up through the spine, breathe in, and then come back. Good. Now, have your hands either in this position or here underneath your thighs, and you're just going to tilt back slowly, 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 one vertebra at a time, so that you slowly roll back into the floor. Take your mat out, okay? Put your feet flat on the floor and just get nice and comfortable, okay? Now, from here, you're going to draw one knee in towards your chest, and then take the other foot along the floor, so you really get a nice stretch over the hip flexor here. So you're not just letting this leg be floppy. I want you to really energize that leg away, and this knee is coming in towards your chest. Now, the closer that this knee comes into the chest, the more you'll feel a little bit of a stretch, maybe across your hip area, but also in your glutes. And then if you feel comfortable, bearing in mind it is first thing in the morning, see how you feel, start to extend that leg up. I've got to mention it's Friday, isn't it? So we may well be in our PJs. I'm in my loungewear leggings, okay? So extend that leg up. A little bit of a gentle stretch here on the hamstrings. Breathe for me. And then you can just circle it around and then bring it back nice and gently. So that foot comes to the floor, bring the other foot to match it, and then you're going to bring this one off the floor, hug behind the thigh. So there's no pressure on the knee. Sometimes we could be tempted to do this. It's much better to actually have it behind the thigh. Energize that leg away. So really point your toes, circle the ankles around in this one, and then slowly extend that leg up. Nice and gently. Take a deep breath in, and then bring it back to the floor. Now, from here, bring those feet to the floor. Wriggle them a little bit wider than the mat, and we're just going to do a bit of rock and roll. So you're just going to take them one way, okay? And as you come this way, think about the distance here from this rib, top rib, all the way to that knee, and sort of just lengthen it. So you appreciate the length and the connectivity you have right through your body. That is so important for how your body feels. Now here you come, you start to engage the core, tuck that tailbone under, and then let the legs come to the other side. Now depending on how much mobility you have in your spine, you may find that your legs and your knees only want to come so far. That's absolutely fine. You listen to your body. Energize again through that knee, a little bit of a gentle engagement so you really appreciate the relationship between the ribs and the hips through the obliques, and also a bit of a stretch in the hip flexor. Breathe in and then breathe out. Come back to a center position. Walk the feet back in again, drop the knees this way, okay, are you ready? We're going to roll our body and we're going to come up to a seated position. Now from here, take your towel again if you want, it's up to you, and you might just want to actually put it underneath this hip because we're going to sit in often what's called a mermaid position. So if you need to have this underneath this hip to give you a bit more lift, that's absolutely great, but just a little lift. So from here, take a nice deep breath in and really energize the hands out to the side. You want to be thinking about the distance between this rib and this hip here and here as well. So you're not sinking down, you're engaging the core, getting that length. Energize the hands, and from here, you're going to put one hand behind the back, and then looking forward to begin with, you're just going to turn the head to look towards that stop sign of the other hand, okay? So this is a really great shoulder and the neck open, and then you turn the head that way, nice and smooth. Again, breathe in and then breathe gently to the other side. Keep a nice firm stop sign with that hand because that's the trick to really help ease tight neck muscles. Good. This one comes down, take the arms up and then repeat the other side. So here's your strong firm stop muscle. This hand then comes behind your back and have the palm turning outwards because it really helps open up here. From here, just turn to look at that stop sign and then ease back, nice and gently, and then come back, nice and smooth again, feeling that this area's got length, and there. Good job. Now the hands come down, this hand's going to come over here. Take a deep breath in, stretch up nice and tall, and then ease over. So you've got that lovely length from the side of the body all the way to the fingertips, and then bring it back down to the floor. And then this side you're going to repeat on the other side. So this for me feels a little bit tighter. So you've got a little bit of a stretch maybe here in the lower back. Breathe in, but all important to ease out that area. We'll do one more here, nice and slow. Okay, breathe here, stretch. And then come back, just waking up the body nice and gently, keeping the distance between those two ribs and hips. Now we're going to progress this. If you want to stay where we are here, that's absolutely great. If you want to progress it, bring this hand down. This one's going to come over your head and you're actually going to come up onto your knee and stretch this leg out. So feel that maybe your balance is slightly challenged a bit, but energize into your hands, stretch through the body and feel how there's a relationship between your fingertips and my toe right down there. Breathe in. And then come back onto your bottom, sit back down and just a little bit of rotation here. Let's do that again. So this hand comes down, this leg comes out, sweep myself up and press and lift. Distance between ribs and hips, a little bit of core work activation, energize the hand, bring it back, and then a little bit of a rotation around here. Okay, now we're going to move on. Remember which leg was in front. We're going to ease back and we're going to repeat that. So from here, add the towel if you want, or you can do without it. And we're going to repeat the first sequence. So arms are out here, keep our distance, hands underneath the thighs, chin comes to your chest, and tuck that tailbone under, and we just start to activate the core again. How does that feel? Okay, ease up, really pull it up, 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 focus into the length. And again, tilt the tailbone in, so initiate it down here so you really get that feeling coming back. Breathe in and then extend up. I think here the discipline is actually coming back to that up position. Because it's quite easy just to kind of make this the default. We want that to be the default. Okay, and then tilt under again, breathe in. Good, and then ease up all the way. Now let's just do a little bit of a reach, just a small one to begin with. We'll just do one small one on each side. Okay, just getting that action. And then here we go, we're going to start to make it a little bit more progressive. So paint the fingertips all the way down the mat, tilt the tailbone under, that's what's important. So we're scooping here, reach, lift the hand, come all the way up. And again, paint the fingertips, a little bit of a rotation, make sure we're working the core, pull up and come back to that lifted position. One more each side. How are we doing, okay? Ease back. Remember, this is first thing in the morning. If you're doing it live with me, or if you actually just come back from activities, it's late in the day, just listen to your body, challenge. You should feel that the core is activating here. Keep that tuck under, lift. Good. Now from here, we're going to actually roll down. So your hands can be here this time or with your thighs, your choice. Tuck that tailbone under. Here we go. Slowly, 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 okay? Roll back, nice and controlled. That's great. Have the hands here. Take the feet in. You're going to bring one knee into your thigh. So then we're going to stretch the other leg out. A little bit of a gentle roll around the with the ankle. Energize that foot. So the more you keep that length here, we open up the hip flexors, and that's important so that we can also work into the abdominal area. Okay, and if it feels comfortable, just extend that leg up. See how that feels today. Breathe in and then bend, bring that leg back down to the floor. Both feet come together, so both feet flat on the floor, and then you're going to bring the other knee in towards your chest. Just gently extend that leg away. Again, nice and long, so there's a definite activation through the foot, drawing this thigh in towards your chest. Circle those ankles around nice and smoothly. And again, just listen to your body as you slowly extend that leg up. So you feel a bit of a stretch in what's called the belly of the hamstrings here, but you may feel it if you're actually tight more in your glutes, more or kind of at the back of the knee. Wherever it is, just breathe into it. It should be an ooh, but not an ow. And then bring that leg down. Here we go. Feet come a little bit further apart, ready to rock and roll. So we're going to drop the knees one way. Energize that knee, stretch it. And we can add on to that. So the arms can be to the side, and we can take the top arm to the other side, but the knees are rolled. So we just get a little bit of upper body rotation. Come back, open it up, tuck the tailbone under to activate that core. And let's just take the knees the other way, nice and smoothly. So the knees are one way, and then the top arm just comes, if you want, to meet the other hand. So you just look the opposite direction to your knees, okay? And then from there, we open up the arms, bring the knees back to a center position, walk them in a little bit, and then drop your knees to the front, roll your body, come up, remember which way we had in front, so we're going to go the other way. Okay, how are we doing? Bit of, which way did I do it? So we're in this lovely mermaid position. You can have your blanket underneath this hip if you want. Take those arms out, come back to this lift, so you've really got that feeling of lift. So lovely strong stop sign, so we work into the neck, bring that back behind us, so the palm is facing up, lift up, and then just breathe out, look at that stop sign, breathe out, and then gently go the other way. So this is just such an amazing sort of neck and shoulder easer. I really like this one, especially if you've had kind of a heavy week at your desk. Lots of things going on for many of us in the world today, so this is a really nice easer to do that. Okay, keep the breath smooth. And you can come back to this session any time, it's really beneficial. Good, now take those arms out, other side. So stop sign, this one, look at this one, ease nice and gently. Good, how are you doing, you all right? So the breath ideally should be smooth. That's good, and all the time here your core is working as well because you've got that lift. So ready with the arms, get ready, we're going to lift up and over, just two nice and smooth to begin with. Bring that hand down, reach over this side. This is often the bit that feels a little bit tight for me. Stretching to what's called the quadratus lumborum, which is a deep back postural muscle. Quite difficult to isolate, but so this position is quite good because it allows you just to stretch into that. So this is your last one here. Okay, now we're going to make it a bit more progressive. So this hand comes down, that leg comes up, stretch up, just reach over, lovely long feeling through your fingertips all the way to your toes. Feel about the length here, reach, 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 Ease the hips back down, the knee comes in, and a little bit of a rotation. Keep that lift up, that's where the discipline comes in. Go the other side again, this leg comes out, lift up, push, 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 stretch, 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 energize your body, appreciate the length that you can achieve with it. Bring the arm back down, a little bit of a rotation around here, breathe. Good job. Okay, so bring the feet here. We're just going to roll down 2 more times. So roll down, nice and slowly, 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 gently. Good, into this position. Now bring your feet to sort of a comfortable position, so you've got both feet flat on the floor. Now from here, you're just going to tilt the tailbone under, and you're just going to come up into a little bit of a bridge position to whatever feels comfortable for you. So roll up, roll up, roll up. As you roll up, make sure the shoulders stay down. Come 1 vertebra at a time, but also importantly, energize your knees away from you. So you have length through here. Think about distance between the ribs and the hips. Draw yourself in. Think about being nice and neat and long through the knees, and just hold that for 5 and for 4. Keep breathing for me for 3. Energize your knees away. Press your feet into the ground. 2. Distance here. 1. And then slowly tilt down. So you've got a little bit of stabilization, a little bit of glute work, a little bit of core work there all the way through. That's a great job, well done. Okay, lovely people, we're going to drop the knees this way, roll your body this way, and then ease onto all fours. Okay, how are we doing? And just spread your fingertips, tuck your toes underneath you. Last little bit, because I like to finish standing up. And bring your weight back onto your feet. So just wake up your feet a bit, walk your hands in, ease up through. So just gently ease up, eyes up. See how that feels today. So we've done a little bit of opening to the backs of the hips. Just nod yes, nod no. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. And then tuck the tailbone under, scoop in through those abdominals. So there's no communication here between the thigh and the belly. Heavy in the tailbone, and then slow, delicious roll up. Take your time if you want, because I've been on the floor in a bit. Gosh, the sun feels absolutely gorgeous on my face today. So I hope it is sunny with you, lovely people. Breathe in, stretch up nice and tall. And then take the arms out nice and wide. That's great. How are you doing? Fab. So this is a bit of a wake up call. We've got 2 lovely big hugs. Most important thing. So take the arms out nice and wide, stretch them wide. Well done. Thank you so much for your efforts and your energies all this week. Get ready to hug in the love. This is so important. This hug is for every single one of you who may actually be living in complete isolation over the last few weeks. And I just want you to take a deep breath in and really feel how that feels yummy. And feel your touch, feel the hold, feel the love, feel the positivity. Suck it in, people. Breathe it in. And then ease it out. Good job. We're going to do the other side so we create symmetry in the body. Hug it in, right? Big, 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 big. Suck it in, gorgeous people. Squish it in. Let the corners of your mouth rise up. The head just drops down gently. And get ready. Thank you so much for all your energy and your enthusiasm this week, lovely people. And we're going to send it out around the world. Are we ready? Especially on this VE day. 3, 2, 1. It's gone. Thank you so much, lovely people. This was Friday. I'm Joanna Hall, and it was my morning instant body booster number 34. Thank you so much. Great energy. Last one on my, excuse me, my special Double charity week. So if you would like to make a donation, that's great. Excuse me. It's at the top of my Facebook page. Really, really enjoyed it. If you'd like to tag or share this with any friends, all my previous instant body boosters are labelled and on my Facebook page, Joanna Hall WalkActive, under videos, so you can go back to refer to them at any time. But I will be back Monday, 8:25. Really appreciate you answering the questions. Take good care and have a lovely, lovely bank holiday weekend. See you soon.